Alright, we're back. So you see how much food is on the table. So I'm not rolling out a recipe today. We have switched things up for this Saturday. We are doing a carnival chat. We're heading into Carnival week, and I have put together a power panel to discuss serious issues in the carnival. All the bacchanal, all the debates, all things carnival. Gentlemen, lady, thank you very much for joining me this morning. Let me introduce to you who I have on set with me this morning. Closest to me is I-95.5's finest, Sterling Henderson. Entertainment reporter here in Topical for quite some time. Next to him is Laura Dowrich-Phillips, a journalist of a Loop TT and an esteemed journalist here in Topical for many a year, following the entertainment scene. And next to her is Richard Ramjohn, my fetting partner. Richard Ramjohn is also, more importantly, of a big Rolph on Trackage Road, and he brought us some wings this morning. So it's about finger food, guys. Carnival is here.
Time for more than that, huh? No,
we have a lot to discuss. We have a lot to discuss.
Yes, indeed.
And to do.
Yes.
All right, guys. So what we're going to do very quickly is we're going to hit some topics, and we are just going to raise some views, some opinions, and probably get to some sort of understanding of what is the chaos that's Carnival sometimes here in Sweet TNT. Yeah?
Yes.
I want to start, guys, with Fantastic Friday. It's approaching, and I'm not feeling the energy that is normally associated with Fantastic Friday. By the time the week hits, yes, all the events leading up, but it's all about Fantastic Friday of that week of Carnival. And I'm not feeling that. And I'm just linking it, obviously, to SOCA MONARCH and where SOCA MONARCH is as of now. Laura, you look like you want to jump out of yourself there.
You know I love the SOCA.
You love your SOCA MONARCH. I saw your social media feed during the semi-finals.
Yes.
You said there was a nice little vibe.
Yeah, there was a nice energy, you know.
Yeah.
It was free.
Right.
So, I mean, who don't like free? And the people who came, they were very enthusiastic, and they you know, the energy was, they actually felt like, ooh, a little bit of carnival, you know.
Serious?
Yeah, it had a nice little vibe.
And were you disappointed at any time during the course of the evening?
Of course, I mean, I've been covering SOCA MONARCH for years, and I used to attend even before I worked in the media, back when, you know, the Super Blue days and the Ronnie McIntosh days,
we were fans.
I've been going to SOCA MONARCh, and it was disappointing to see what it has become. How, you know, the underfunding, the lack of good financial management, clearly, you know, that they had to use the front of the grandstand, and it had to be free, and everything was, you know, quality wasn't there, the stage production wasn't the best, the DJ kept sticking, no backup band, and, you know, that was disappointing, but, you know, I went because of the artists, and I looked at them coming on stage regardless of all the criticisms, and you could see the nervousness. They took the competition seriously, you know, and they still tried to give it their all. People still had their little skits and things. So for me, it was really about them, and I felt a little sad because they had to compete in this sub-quality event that it has become, but they still take it seriously.
So then why has it regressed? Has it regressed?
I think it's a question of vision.
Yeah.
I think that William Monroe has been a promoter, or was a promoter in Trinidad and Tobago, a businessman and entrepreneur in the entertainment industry. And that we saw culminating in a very successful, in terms of numbers, event. Under William Monroe, SOCA MONARCH got the numbers. There was a lot of controversy. Artists were complaining for years about negotiating with Caribbean Prestige Foundation, and the competition started unraveling then. He came out because he was not getting funding, among other issues. Mr. Schoon comes in, and we're not sure that it's the same vision of mass appeal SOCA MONARCH. I think that it has gone in the direction of a
television,
a well-staged television production, and not so much a well-attended live event.
You buy into that, Richard? Because SOCA MONARCH, I think Laura described it well, from when we remember SOCA MONARCH, and she took me back there when pause raised.
No, I'm too young to know.
You're too young to know. Super Blue and Ronnie McIntosh battling. Yeah.
36. No, but I mean, coming back to what you're saying with regards to the fact that the mass appeal, now remember, year after year, the price of the ticket kept going up and up and up.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, the economy this year is not the fanciest of economies, nor was it last year. So now you're asking people to put out a lot more money, and I mean, it's not only just the ticket, then you have to get drinks, and so it's the cost of existence right now is tough.
Yeah.
So that is one of the reasons I think the mass appeal, I mean, the thing about it is, it's just like how I see the Oval. The Oval went and they built a stand that has replaced what was the mass stand. And it's gone to now where it's a expensive ticketing. So where do the masses now go to? You don't sit on the track, there's no cycle track and things like that. So all of those things have what have changed over the years. And I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not saying that the show should not evolve, and I'm not saying that the price shouldn't go up, but they need to make it in such a way that the people still feel that there's some kind of appeal. And yes, there were a lot of the bigger acts that I think is missing in it. And for one reason or the other, whether it's the promoter, whether it's the organizers, I mean, at the end of the day, we need to do something about it, because otherwise it's going to be, it will die. I look forward to Carnival Friday, and I say, oh gosh, we're coming in town, traffic jam, because everything is about the SOCA MONARCH is tonight. But now I'm more thinking about Bayview. It's
no longer the only game in town on a Carnival Friday night. You know, last year we saw Machel Montano in the Oval on Carnival Friday night. We saw the Kings and Queens on a Carnival Friday night.
But I have to dispute that though, because even a long time ago, people used to have girl power on a Carnival Friday.
And they're coming back this year. They're at the government campus with a Carnival Friday night event.
It's just that everybody preferred to go SOCA MONARCH first.
Yeah.
The excitement.
And
So,
go somewhere else after.
So Laura, we were debating off camera, and I just want to bring it because I think Richard alluded to it. There are no longer our premier SOCA artists, if I'm to use that phrase, are either one, not interested in SOCA MONARCH anymore, two, it just doesn't fit their modus operandi for the season, and hence I think there were comments on social media during the semifinals that this was close to an embarrassment when we say SOCA MONARCH, and then we're looking and seeing, okay, this is what some of the artists were probably way below par. Is that contributing to the lack of spark, the lack of appeal that I mean, long time, as I said, when you took me back there to Super Blue and Ronnie McIntosh, you
don't miss it.
You know, if you miss it, you feel you miss something,
Wondering what Bungie's going to do next. What is the production? Marshall coming down and swing.
What happened, Laura?
I don't want to be calling the big names.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it has to be that I'm wondering what's going to happen in Marshall Monday. I'm wondering if I don't go to miss out.
Yeah. The lack of big names have contributed to the general lack of interest by the population. I understand that because people, there are personalities who you support.
Star power.
Right, they have the star power, and you want to see them. For some people, might be the only opportunity to see them live and up close. You like the competitive spirit between Machel and Iowa and Super Blue and whoever. You like that. But on the other hand, the year after Machel came out of the competition, to me, it was the best the competition was in a long time, because there were so many new faces with good songs competing, and it felt like an even playing field. And even though people didn't know who some of those people were 3 years ago, now those people are stars.
And even though that the big names that represent what we think is SOCA was not there for the last few years.
In terms of SOCA MONARCH, right, what happened coming out of the Machel period recently is that production values became the discerning element.
Right.
It was no longer about having a big hit.
The big song for the year.
It was about putting on a good show.
Right.
And Machel raised the bar.
Right.
Voice has managed to keep it high. And generally, the standard of the performances, from my experience in the finals of the SOCA MONARCH, have improved. We're not seeing what people used to criticize as the best village type presentations on the stage. We're seeing more
digital presentations
and more detail, and we're seeing more consideration going into the storytelling element. I don't know if you could take your mind back to recent years, but the stage, I mean, last year there was almost a big name on with every junior artist. So everyone who was of some note had like either Alison Hines or Ricky Jai or one of the big names come on with them in their production, Denise Osiwa Belfont. So the game has changed in a lot of ways, and our expectations of a hyped event where you're experiencing traffic from the time you hit the promenade on a Carnival Friday, I don't, but you see, that was Monroe. Monroe had that mass reach.
But also what we have to consider is a lot of our stars are aging, and they've been competing in this competition for a long time. How much more they're going to continue competing? Because a lot of them don't have the hits that they used to have. We have a new generation now who are providing the hits, and they want to compete because they've grown up seeing these people compete. To be on the same stage these people with
call the old ones, man.
Sosie Wow, Sherwin Winchester.
The old.
Our stars are aging.
No, I don't think it's.
But we don't mean old, but older.
I'm 36.
I mean, compared to Voice, compared to Preedy.
In the industry.
Old in the industry.
Are we ready to park up Destra, Marshall?
Yes, come on.
No, but
From SOCA MONARCH. From SOCA MONARCH.
so then should we rebrand what is SOCA MONARCH? Because let me tell you what I felt semi-final night when I looked on television. I felt, as I said, a little embarrassed because, as I said, now we're in a global society, and I am saying this is going out as our SOCA. And as I just felt that it wasn't representing our best. And so is it that, to me, I'm just suggesting, is it time to rebrand what SOCA MONARCH is? And it's no longer SOCA MONARCH where the top artist wants to compete for the title SOCA MONARCH. Because a monarch is the king, you know. When you are crowned the king, you're crowned the king of SOCA that year.
His Voice had the biggest songs for the year.
Rightfully.
And his Voice poised to win again this year. I heard an interesting comment about his song, The Year for Love, in that Rachel Price was saying she found it lacked fire. And I'm saying, if the potential SOCA MONARCH winner is being described as something that lacks fire, why are we expecting to see fire anywhere?
First of all, I mean, I don't know.
Because if he sponsor his song and Feds don't, so that it lacks fire.
The rendition, look, fire go burn them, not fire.
But look,
this is her point.
But, yes, but it's a bigger message. To me, what the songs brings is a message. It's a message. I mean, I changed my family chat 2018 Year for Love. I found that was great.
Yeah, it has impacted everyone.
It feels good.
It's like
Renegades playing it, I
Black
felt my voice raised.
It's like,
we just have some steak. So they have some wings. We're taking a short break, guys. Carnival chat here on A Cup of Joe. We're in the week before Carnival, and we have a couple more little topics to discuss. We're coming back right after this.